Because you've got the turret on the bottom and the B-axis head, you can complete two different operations on the same side, on the same part.
Today we are at the Engineering Technology Group, where I'm going to talk to Chloe about this Nakamura Tome MX100. Chloe, can you give me a brief description about this machine, because I'm really going to have to pull on your expertise for this one.
So hopefully I can live up to your expectations, Tom, hopefully. So as you can see, it's not a lathe, it's not a mill, it's a mill-turn machine. It doesn't look like a normal mill-turn machine, and that's because it isn't. What we've got at the top here is we've got a B-axis head which swings in both directions, so you can go left, you can go right, you can come up, you can come down. We've also got both spindles on each side, so we can either do op 1 on the left side, op 2 on the right side. We can also transfer between the two. We've also got a turret with live tooling on there, so you can do your turning operations, you can do your milling operations, and normally you don't normally see a turret at the bottom, so that's a really big feature for ETG to showcase the capabilities of this Nakamura Tome MX100. We've also got behind you a 48 tool changer for the B-axis head. We've got 12 stations on here, but 24 stations with your half index. We've also got a gantry loader, and to the side of me, obviously, you'll see that the parts will be coming off there, so it will put a new part in, and then it will take a part out the other side, pull it up, and send it away.
So what are some of the advantages you can have from a machine like this?
Okay, so the biggest advantage that I can see is you could, because you've got the turret on the bottom and the B-axis head, you can complete two different operations on the same side, on the same part. So what the B-axis head could be doing is it could be turning a profile on the back end of the part, whilst at the front the turret can be thread cutting or boring a hole in the centre. So if you've got a lot of jobs like that, you can cut your cycle time down by half. So that, as an engineer, is music to your ears, isn't it? And how can I get a machine to cut down cycle time as much as that?
And with having the gantry as well, you can make it fully automated.
Yeah, so automation is a really hot topic at the moment, I feel, and having a machine with a built-in gantry is just another plus for ETG to add to their portfolio. So it means no human error, taking the part out, transferring it over, because it can do it for you. Also, the gantry can come and take away the parts, completely finished, ready, hit the box, out the door, ready to go.
So, last question, what are the advantages to using a machine like this over having a lathe and a miller separate?
Okay, so the big one for me is you're not taking it off the machine. So all the tolerances are being held, it's being kept in that machine. If there's anything that's gone wrong, you can fix it with changing the size of the tooling, or moving your datum back a bit, or just doing errors, completing errors on the machine. The big thing that I thought about is taking it off a lathe and to a mill, it's timing, isn't it? You've got to take it out, you've got to set it up on that machine. Normally as well, it's a different operator operating a lathe compared to a milling machine, isn't it? So you're keeping everything in-house, saving time, saving parts being scrapped as well, because you're not taking it away from the work shift. So I think those are huge benefits of this machine.
And with just one little point, with you not having to move from machine to machine, you're then not on another human error point, where they've got to reclock that job back up. So having a machine like this doing everything in one go, your tolerances must be a lot easier to keep.
You'd think that, wouldn't you? And 9 times out of 10, yes, they are, because they're all within this machine. The temperatures are staying the machine is the same. You're not moving it from a hot machine to a cold machine where your tolerances can be knocked out. You're not moving it from a different workpiece. So obviously you've got a chuck on this one, obviously with a hydraulic pull. On a lathe, maybe you just might be holding it in just a simple bit of work holding. So having all that benefits on the machine like this would really fit in well with a company that needs a machine like this to do jobs like that.
So how easy is it to get one of these machines?
So we're actually stood in Engineering Technology Group's showroom at the minute, and this machine is in stock. So if you want to know any more information, please contact Engineering Technology Group.